why is it that some women in their 20s and 30s find their skin to be in better shape when just washing with water and no product?
Well, some products are maybe not appropriate for all women, and it seems more and more that it's very confusing on what products to use. So sometimes it makes more sense to use water and just a gentle cleanser than using some of these scrubs and toners that have been used over a period of time. So I think that's really the reason.
Okay. Could it be that maybe water just agrees with their skin better?
Well, certainly water in most cases is not an irritant. But a lot of these products, especially if they're perfumed, have irritants in it and can cause some problems.
Okay. And do chemical peels really work for wrinkles, or is it actually harmful to your skin?
Chemical peels can be helpful for wrinkles, but it depends on the type of wrinkle. There are different types of wrinkles. There are wrinkles that are called dynamic wrinkles, which are the ones that are on the forehead, around the crow's feet, and the frown line. That's the ones that we treat with Botox. So a chemical peel really wouldn't make a big difference on that. But the wrinkles that are from the sun or genetics, the little ones that you have on your cheeks and your face, chemical peels can be helpful for those.
Okay. And what is the big difference between fine lines and wrinkles? I think a lot of people get the two confused.
Well, fine lines are wrinkles, they're just not deep ones, and that's really the difference.
Okay. And why does why does each person need a different moisturizer?
Well, people have different skin types, and that's probably the reason that they need different kinds of moisturizers. The thing that I've been talking about lately with my patients is actually talking about moisturizers in different areas of the body, including your underarms. In fact, when you shave, you actually deplete the moisture in your skin up to 50%, as well as remove 20% of the top layer of skin. And so in order to replenish that, I'm recommending a moisturizer and a deodorant. And the one I like is Dove Ultimate Beauty Care deodorant because it has this tri-moisturizing system.
Okay. And Polly, is there a fashion trend from the past that's making a comeback this season?
There absolutely is. In fact, we're channeling ancient Greece, Gabrielle. We are, remember that toga look? We saw it in Animal House and toga parties in college. Well, the asymmetrical neckline is totally hot this season. I saw it on the Zac Posen runway, the Lanvin runway, the Versace runway. And as you can see on this mannequin, it's so chic. It goes from day to evening seamlessly. And what's great about it is that you get the benefit of a strap on one shoulder and then strapless on the other. So it allows you to sort of showcase some skin without being too revealing. Strapless was also in, but I love the asymmetry of this. It's sort of lopsided because you really don't have to bear too much and go for that way too plunging look that we saw a couple seasons ago. And what I also love about this is that big, huge statement necklaces were in. So those are making a resurgence. I mean, we saw some pretty bold statement necklaces a couple of seasons ago, but in terms of ancient Greece and in terms of a couple seasons ago, ancient Greece is really history repeating itself in the wardrobe department. Probably more for form now than for function. And this you can get at your local mall for, on a shoestring and not have to, tear apart your bedroom sheets to get.
Okay. And what celebrity trend has almost never faded away?
Gosh, well, celebrities are always changing up their looks, but I would say having a sun-kissed look. And it actually evolves a bit, but people always want to have some color to their skin. I think people are evolving towards something that looks a lot more natural than seasons past. That whole all-over baked, like overly cooked look is so passé. First of all, I think because it looks unhealthy and it leads to wrinkles, and everyone knows what that too overdone look is. So it is always in on the red carpet in terms of what celebrities are adopting, but these days the over-tan look is out and people are instead opting for just very, very pale sun-kissed and a little pop of color on the cheeks that you can achieve this time of year by using a cream blush. Just tap it into the apples of your cheeks and on your cheekbone, and it'll just blend into a translucent, wash of color that looks like you're lit from within with a rosy, feminine, flirty flush. And then with the bronzer, I think that what's great to do is to put it just on the places where the sun would hit, not all over. So that would mean the shoulders, which Donna Karan once said is the woman's most sexy body part because it never shows signs of aging. None of those wrinkles that Dr. Luftman was talking about. But protecting the skin with an SPF is important too, right, Dr. Luftman?
Absolutely. You know, sunblock is so important. With skin cancer on the uprise, 3.5 million people are going to be diagnosed with skin cancer over the next year. So it's really important to get sunblock on the face, on the neck, chest, and even the backs of the hands daily.
And can everyone pull off a red pout?
I definitely think there is a red pout for everyone. And not everyone wants to do that really saturated crimson kind of film noir or pinup girl red. Some people can get just a sheer wash of color by putting on a layer of Vaseline petroleum jelly and then tapping on a little bit of like red pencil or red lipstick on top of it, just to almost get a sheer wash of red. So there are different gradations of it. There's an entire spectrum of different reds, but this season was all about a bold, vivid pout. So instead of reds, you can also try a fuchsia, which is like a new take or, you know, incarnation on the bold red look. You can also try basketball orange or vivid coral. So there are all different ways that the classic red bold lip are branching out into to give you sort of like a cornucopia of vivid shades to choose from for the color palette, which makes beauty a lot of fun this season.
Okay. And to point out, Scarlett Johansson, she always has, for example, a very almost pillowy look.
Right.
And this might be for you too, Deborah. Is there anything that you have to do to exfoliate to get that kind of soft pillow look with the red pout?
Exfoliating your lips. When you exfoliate your lips, you want to do it gently. So if you do use the scrub, it has to be a very gentle scrub. The lips are very vascular, lots of blood vessels. Even using a gentle glycolic cleanser on the lips is okay. Glycolic acid is a fruit acid. So it's a natural acid. It's not dangerous. So that would be another way you could do that.
And I've spoken to Scarlett and I've spoken to her makeup pros, and you know, many times they tell me it's just about really intensely hydrating your lips and keeping them in good condition. And you know, licking your lips, Dr. Luftman can probably speak to this, can actually make your lips drier, especially in the winter time, but the summer too, when the sun is probably hitting them, because your saliva contains an enzyme called amylase, which can deteriorate the tissue of the lips.
That's right. Yeah, no, absolutely. So you want to not lick your lips so much, but even adding Vaseline at night before you go to bed is a good way to hydrate your lips long term.
So you can get that scarlet pout. I know you can.
Okay. And what is your take on beauty water and purification?
You know,
to put a purification. Okay, go ahead.
From what I know, I think the jury is still out. I don't know if there's enough, you know, actual improvements in the water by adding vitamins. I don't know enough of it is what we call bioavailable. But taking multivitamins, getting omegas in your diet, all those things are great for your skin. And I'm not sure about the waters yet.
I think the jury is still out. I think there are a lot of fads, and companies are always looking to innovate, which is a sign that, you know, technology is advancing. But until things are proven, I'm really kind of hesitant to recommend them to people because I myself am not sure that they actually make a huge difference. But I do believe in hydrating. So keep drinking, whether it's from the faucet or, you know, from a water filter. I say keep hydrating, but take your multivitamins the way that the doctor would recommend.
Okay, and what is your take with the purification in the shower? Do you believe that helps with
hair
getting
color.
rid of the chlorine?
Yeah, it definitely helps with hair color because depending on where you're from, there can be minerals in your water or rust in your water, and that can really tarnish your hair color. So if you want to prolong either your salon or at-home hair color, I think it is important to get a shower filter. It's a pretty inexpensive thing that you can get at the hardware store for under $20, and it helps protect and prolong that color.
Okay. Alrighty, that's about all I have. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Great. Well, thanks, Gabrielle. Take care.
Have a great day.
Bye.
Bye.